Another beautiful Sunday on this moon Europa. How you guys doing? My name is DeyZan, and I'll be streaming today, Jordan, November 23rd. 2025, is it? We sure? I don't think we sure about that one. This don't feel like no 9-year, boy. But we here. And you have me, your host, DeyZan, streaming on a Sunday. Composure Slim is in the building. Whoa! What a time to be alive, part 5. Shout out to the replay gang and pretty much the only other people that will ever hear this part of the message. In the future. That's crazy, the comments I get. Like, there's another wave of people. The algorithm is reconnecting us again, which is beautiful, by the way. We cracked. Pause. Oh, y'all use crack differently. We cracked 1,000 subscribers on the 11th month. It's like 1.01 and it's the 11th. Come on now. Divine timing for everything, even numerology, I imagine. But that's a lot of people, low key. You know how many people they can fit into a fucking Chipotle? You gotta think about your wins. I got more people subscribed to me than who can fit in most buildings with people. There we go. So I'm very grateful for that. Very interesting. I don't know what that means though. I don't know. I don't even know why I care. Like to share this shit publicly, I should say. That's the most interesting thing about this channel, I guess, is that it technically doesn't have to exist. I learned that this year. Like, you know what, technically, no one really cares. Technically. People got their own side quests and meanings to look for. I understand everything. I'm one of those people, I imagine. But to hit 1,000 again? Sheesh. I guess I'm not crazy enough. 2025 proved I wasn't crazy enough. I'll tell you that. Shout out to the chat. Harut on the track from Denmark. Squad. Dropping bangers on Instagram. Follow him. I'll be right behind you, sir. Will I still use the Lex kit or nah? I've only taken months off. They still using this stuff? Is it too late to do Trapanese? Do you call it trap anymore? Do I just call it? I have to call it something. I make them shit sound like tape samples though. Fuck what people are talking about. And I have to do that without the gear. The good news is, I tried to do that shit for 10 years. With the gear in front of me, so you imagine. I think I can pull it off, man. This is what I'm thinking. Air windows. Easy. That's an easy one. That shit don't actually make sense, actually. Those air windows plugins, I'll be honest with you. If y'all familiar with what I'm talking about, it's a super duper autistic math coder dude who codes these plugins for years now, maybe 10, 15, for free, that are targeting certain audio scenarios in real life from a geek engineering level, right? All that translates to us as analog. So fuck out my face. Oh, he making analog model plugins? Sorry, fuck, bitch. I don't know what the sweet spot was on the RCA in 93, bitch, so, but he do, right? Like, so they put that bass amp Samsa fucking 120 hertz right there and make it a button on a new plugin. That's it. All right, shit. He thought it was funny. So you do it with that. You do it with impulse responses. What do you mean, well, his plugins do movement, but not that type of movement. It's not swag. You just got swag. You just need that. Air windows, goddamn. Impulses, goddamn. And you need something swaggy on top of that. You just find something swaggy. I don't know. That Serato know how to fucking act? Did they upgrade its CPU usage or whatever the fuck? That shit was sling the iMac 2017, boy. That shit was just like, nah, you get 2 instances of these and it's over. I was like, bitch, I can open up 16 atmospheres. The fuck is going on with this plugin, boy? It don't sound that good. You need one of those though. And that's it. RC20. I was thinking about that. Like, how cheesy would it be to sound like Spicy Sundays again? You know, go back to that Palace era. So I could get away with that shit. I can. And then I got all that metric halo shit still on an iLock somewhere, so it's gonna be fucking lit. That's all I'm saying. And you can put Luna on shit without a UAD too, can't you? I'm gonna have to curse out UAD. I'm like, yo, bitch, you're just giving these plugins away, but I remember we used to pay for them hundreds of dollars. Can you go ahead and convert all of my shit to that UADX format real quick, bitch? Real quick. Fuck your shark card. I got 10 times Apple silicone, bitch. I don't give a fuck about a shark card. Anyway, is it anyone who uses UAD know if they did that already? Like, if you had UAD plugins that are, you know what I'm talking about. They got the UAD hardware one, and then they have the one you can use without a, you know what I'm saying? You can use it as long as you own the plugin type shit. They have a different format name for it. I noticed that when I bought the lo-fi plugins they were giving away last Black Friday, which sound awesome, by the way. 5 trick ponies, but they're cool tricks to have if you build your sound around it. But anyway, I gotta get all those on the, you know, the native. I think they call it native, right? Whatever. I need those. All of them. Even Oxide. And we got the tape still. I bought that, so I should still have it in an email somewhere, right? Yeah. Convert that shit to that format, bitch. Or just run it in Luna for real. Because they already decoupled Luna from the hardware, right? What a beautiful story. So, no matter what little sound card I get for this setup, I'm out of it. Too much RAM and too much speed to worry about anything else. I'm out. Click. That shit gonna sound like it's done in the studio. That's the one thing I love about music, bro. Like, you don't realize how much you know or learned or gained or how good you've gotten or got or is or was until time passes. Not even for you, for everyone else's music. You don't just get to hear your growth. You get to hear different levels of things that ain't at your level in due time. Almost every time. I'm like, tough. For me, my weird flex is this. I can step away all the way until whenever. If I step back in and I listen with my ears and all the little homies out there doing their thing, I'm like, I know what they're doing. I taught everyone that. That's the weird flex I got. That's the fucking weird. I got the weirdest flexes. I taught the content creators how to do the shit. They weren't doing that shit before. Look at them now. Cut it out. So, that's amazing. To live long enough to know that. Like, I know that. I can hear it. I can hear it like I made 100 videos about it. Or 500. 1,200 more likely. You gotta add the 100 from Twitch and that Facebook shit and everybody else in between us. And Machine Masters. More like 1,500 times, I think. About 1,500 videos on a YouTube backup drive somewhere. Just keep that in mind. When they internet archive all those damn videos, just mgthefuture. They'll come back. Anyway, yeah, so music production, brains, getting old, looking back, and realize you passed the level that you thought existed that apparently doesn't exist. Or you finally got there. You don't know when you get there if no one tells you. You don't win no Grammy suddenly or a whole bunch of money just land on your head. You won't know that you got there. So you get older. Just like me. Like, damn. I I think I could just make any goddamn thing I want to make, and that'd be good enough. ah, getting old is just becoming more of yourself. What? I'd say you don't know who you are until you're old. That's how that shit works. I used to have these fucking Aristotle debates with adults. This one's funny. It was just in my head like that. I was like 10. And I was telling this nice young woman in her 30s about the ways of life and how to understand math and numbers. You round down or round up? I don't know what's going on. I said, but isn't it convenient, madam, that as soon as you turn 10 years old, you've never been 10 before. And by the time you get to 11 years old, you just figured out how to be 10. Like, how crazy is that shit, buddy? Like, are you 10 before or are you 10 after? Does it count as 10 when you complete the 10? Or is it 10 when you start the 10? Like, which way are we going to do this algebra? And it's always both. In a quantum universe, that is. You have to entertain both of those silly ass questions. They're very fucking important questions. Directionality. What direction are you going? Oh shit, hold on. Make sure I got that right there. Which way are you going? 10 years old Aristotle. Shout out to Miss Antoinette. I think that was her name. Antoinette? Like Antoine, but with a net on it. Ant, but not with ants. It's Aunt Antoinette. But if you're in New Jersey, you say Ant. So it's like Antoinette. There's antonym synonyms. I don't know how you say that woman's name. Jesus Christ. Antoinette? Auntie. What the fuck? Crazy. Shout out to you, Ben. That's Byron Hardu. Oh, you Indian. I'll show you. Shout out to the brother Cool J. Facts. They got an NPC and SP404 loadout. Yeah, we got that in 4K. We got that in 4K. We got that in 4K from DeyZan chaining the NPC through the SP404. They wasn't outside like that. They wasn't outside with that. Only seen like 1 or 2 white boys that used to do that. And it wasn't to do what I did.
You don't have Mickey? Huh? Mickey? No. Why?
There you go, bro.
Thank you, buddy.
All right.
Hold up. Thank you, bro. You have a great day, man. Will do. Speaking of people from foreign places, I went out to that F1 thing out here in Vegas yesterday. I didn't have tickets to watch it, but I went to the area. And on my way back home, I was in a Uber with a Ukrainian. Talk about what the fuck's going on in my life, right? It's a Ukrainian, I felt like he's Gen Z. I feel like he's like mid to late 20s Ukrainian. And when I got in the ride, he was like, hold on, I gotta tell y'all another story. Hold up. This shit wild. I had a wild fucking adventure. Hold on. We just with people, like people just walking up to me talking about my crazy ass because I had a fucking feather in my head. That's what it is. That feather hat make people act up when, like, the people that approach you, the quality of just them. Oh, it changes dramatically with the feather in your head, man. You think it's weird for motherfuckers to pop up on you normally to ask you questions or directions or money or something? Like, always someone needs something from you. But I'm talking about that spectrum of people. It's not everybody. It's a certain I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. If you've been outside a long time, you know what I'm talking about. You run into them like once a week or something. It's very bizarre. It's like a reoccurring character, if you will, in different body types and models. But anyway, you put a fucking feather in your head, that right there also upgrades. I just want to let you know. I had a brother who said, he was like, so I'm assuming he's Mohammedan or Muslim, modern, right? We're talking about after the Alawite dynasty Muslims. You know what I'm talking about? He was like, Assalamu alaikum, brother, something. And he looked like Aiden Ross, kind of. Like that type, a pedigree. And he's talking to me about white people. Like, no, fuck the white people, man. You know, if America and you black people, and, you know, like he's like stacking on white people. I like, this feather make me look racist? Wait, are you assuming my gender? You think I'm a black person? Hold on, let's get this straight. So when he's stacking on, like, he's trying to hype up black people in order to talk to me, if that makes sense. Like, it's a very interesting Habibi strategy. We didn't even do that shit in 3rd grade, so this shit be missing, but it'd be so fucking random, and they got an accent, so you're really trying to figure out what the fuck, if it's different, right? So I'm letting this man cook. I said, but did you know that my people, and I'm pointing to my skin color, we're here already. So, and you know, I got the feather in my head too. It should be self-explanatory, right? Habibi, Michael, Hebrews 13, yeah, I see you too. Come on now, talk to me, fuck with me. What are we talking about? Why are we talking about white people? What about me screamed out talking about white people? I don't hate white people. I just want to know what the fuck they grandma say. That's a different conversation. That's between me and white people, first of all. But everybody else, you know what I'm saying, ain't sweating that shit. And he takes his chain off. He has a gold chain, 18, I think it was an 18 karat. He had an 18 karat gold chain. And he had a gold ring with like a blue type of gem in it. And he took it off and he put it in my hands. I was like, what in the Knights Templar is going on here? On John Smith, like, hold on. Come on, Habibi, what's going on? Why are you giving me gold for, right? I'm thinking Taj Tariq Bey, but I didn't know this nigga was more like Tariq Nasheed. So, whatever, he puts literally in my hands, guys, and he's talking, and I wouldn't accept it. I'm like, the fuck you talking about? Like, here. You know what I'm saying? Just on GP. And he's like, no. Like, and he's in his driver's side of his Jeep, and I'm in the passenger window outside, sitting down, smoking, right? Having this conversation, walked up to him, put this gold in my hand, and I put it in my pocket. Now, if I had my East Orange level 9 degree, this story would have ended so much different. And it didn't. But while this story was happening, I'll tell you the story that played out. This is a different walkthrough. But the walkthrough in my head was what I could have, should have, did for the set. I could have just said, all right, man, thank you for this or whatever. And when he starts getting into his little spiel, I'm like, hold on, brother, let me get my such and such, my associates, blah, 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 and come back and just diss the fucking peer, right? I could just diss a fucking peer with a gold ring with some ruby in it and some fucking 18K gold from this guy who's calling me Habibi. Understand everything. But I'm still talking, right? Because then my spider senses go off. My spider senses are already off that this guy was talking to me about white people. So you already know how this is like. Where the CIA at in this story? But anyway, he starts to communicate like, yeah, you know, I came here, I had $100,000, I won in the jackpot, and now I'm trying to go home, but I have no money. So first of all, wait, hold on, God. I had set a manifestation for me to win a jackpot. You know, just walk past at the right time, right person, something cool happened. Mind you, I've been set that attention on Vegas, I did. Now this happened though. This is what's ill about life and math and everything. That moment shoulda, coulda, woulda been me manifesting some jackpot shit in Vegas. By the way, I'm describing a jackpot event in Vegas. But because I'm a child of God, you understand everything? Nah, this being a child of God thing sucks in terms of benefits down here. But I'll keep going for those who are just in the fight for the valor, right? Team Valor here. All right. So he's telling me, so I clocked it. I've seen this type of hustle like in the South. In the Southeast, they do that. Like a person will be in a parking lot, hey, I gotta feed my daughter. I got this gold chain, you know, we just looking for gas to go somewhere tomorrow, ass niggas. And those stories and endings are all weird, but they're all trying to get some cash for some reason, right? And some of that shit, depending on who they pull up on with that trick, ends in there's different play styles for them niggas too in the Southeast, by the way. So if anytime a person approaches you with gold or something, you know, whatever the fucking play is, just know in your head it's a fucking dummy mission. And just say, no. Not like the Beyonce version, but no. And then no. You got to stay on nose with these people. I don't know what that spirit is. But anyway, so he's doing the whole thing. He's pointing at his gas tank, and I don't know what the fuck he's talking about because he keep code switching out of English. But he's lamenting that he had $100,000 from his first jackpot, and now he got to drive home. He said he need $100 in gas, and it was like weird because then he was like, "Well, how many dollars do you have now?" And I'm like, "Bro, I'm in Las Vegas. Who said I got money? What is this guy doing anything?" And I told him, and I gave him the great fucking idea because I'm aware of an Indian gold shop down the street from where we were. And I was, like I said, I was just thinking about Jackpot Las Vegas. Like, how I'd play this if I was fucking Trevor in San Andreas, bitch. I already seen this coming, and it came, but it's a false, what's that shit called? A false manifestation? Like, when you think some shit, like some cool shit like that is gonna happen, and then it happens to you, and then it happens to be sus. Yeah, that's a, I call it like a false positive, and most people think that was their manifestation and then don't like it or don't think the shit worked. I already told people that. That whole incident that I'm talking about is a fucking billboard that my order went in. My order went into spiritual Amazon dispatch anyway, and it showed up. It showed up as a ghost of what it could have been, right? It's real fucked up and evil. I agree with y'all. I agree with y'all. That's an ill-ass feature for this Matrix to have. Like, you set your mind on something you want real bad, and then you get like the evil version of it. Like, you get the Wario version of it first, and you're like, is that what I asked for? Yo, y'all say God know my heart. Hold on. That's what I asked for? That the turquoise Corolla. That's the car you saw my big ass in manifesting. The turquoise Corolla. Okay. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's like that. So I gave him the idea, yo, here, take this fucking goofy ass jewelry back and sell it. Moral of the story, like, you get way more than what you're asking for. What you need, 40 for $1? What the fuck going on, bro? But here's the best part of it. He was dead ass serious. He took his phone out and he went to his iPhone photo gallery so you can see the pictures just taken this weekend, like he said. And this nigga legitimately had $100,000 fucking dollars in cash. In cash. He had pictures with it. He was trying to do the, you know how these people come out here looking like Aiden Ross trying to get like niggas? You know what I'm saying? He had like the little money thing and he had it on the bed in the hotel wherever he was at, and like, and he had another watch with these diamonds, you know, he iced out, I forgot what type of watch it was. It wasn't a Rolex, it was something else. But he iced it out, and now he just has this chain and this ring, and he's like handing it to me like it's the most valueless thing there is. I was like, this nigga just had $100,000 in cash. And he's trying to give away his gold to niggas because white people, right? That's how the story started, by the way. And then now he's really in a bind, but he don't want to sell the things. And he goes, no, I'm not selling it. I'm like, I talk about transactional math my whole life, brother. You want to give something to me as a gift, and in return, if I could just give you the cash for you selling it real fast. That's it. And I knew something was off with his head because his numbers kept changing on what he needed. His hierarchy of needs kept flipping as I was talking to him. Because I'm like, bro, you could sell this gold, like literally, like legitimately. You could just sell this to any yuppie out here. It's fucking F1 week, nigga. Like, the fuck you, what kind of bullshit you on? And you in this car. It's a nice car too. So, you know what I'm saying? It's not, he wouldn't be sketchy until he talks, right? Like, too much. I was like, God damn, I should have robbed this nigga, bro. Moral of the story, I should have robbed this nigga. And it would have been Grand Theft Auto, Trevor and Grand Theft Auto, 95% of a recent visual manifestation, and like, and you know, I would have been like, I'm on fire. Had I just robbed this nigga, I'd have been on fire, bro. I'd have been on fire. But I didn't. Why? I'm goofy as hell, that's why. Nah. My sixth sense. Like, I was trying to figure out, I could sense there was danger. See? No one that stupid, that goofy, or that rich ever applied to me, try to give me away free stuff. No one's ever drunk enough to hand me hundreds of dollars like they do everyone else, it seems. That hasn't been my walkthrough yet. But when these situations kind of happen, when they're too good to be true, that's what it is. I had a too good to be true moment with this nigga. That's what it was. I finally caught, you know what I'm saying? I finally caught the frequency of too good to be true before you sell yourself into the delusion. You understand? Like, I'm on point, nigga. Is all I'm saying. But I was clocked into a totally different frequency. But that's how you notice the drop with these niggas. Like, oh shit. There's a DeyZan too good to be true ass moment about to happen. But I sense danger. Why? What the fuck wrong with this nigga? Why he frantic? Outside of losing $100,000, that is. Like, but his energy, like, driving around and stopping and talking about fuck the white people. I was like, damn, did he just lose this money to some white people? He just lost his money in like a private, you know, it seemed like, you know, gambling outside the casino type gambling, if you feel me. It sounded like they ran down on his ass because he lost that watch I was telling you about too. So he tried to double up even after losing the cash and still lost. And I'm like, how come these niggas be gambling this much money and don't put no money in the goddamn sock or nowhere for some fucking gas and food, bitch? Like, how hard is it for these niggas to be like, I'm intentionally going to Vegas where I can lose everything, but in order for me to get back home and have a snack or two, let's take this first 1,000 I win and put it into an envelope that doesn't fucking exist until Monday. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that mind. But what I do understand about it, you can't understand it until you have about $100,000 worth of cash just to fuck around in Vegas with, right? So it's not, you know, it's not for all of us to understand. You gotta get to the $100,000 in cash first, and then you can start, you know, pontificating on what's wrong with these niggas. Until we do that, until we had his life or his night, I can't imagine. Shit, that 24, 48 hours came at his ass fast, boy. If that part of it was true. And it seemed like it was his photo gallery and everything. It was consistent. I just don't know if that was his money originally, though. He seemed like a criminal. Habibi! Oh shit, this nigga sell opium, don't he? Fenty or something. No one fucking has a fucking $100,000 in cash and just his post-game report doesn't add up to a young person, he's young too, that's getting money like that. He wouldn't be so hectic. He'd have a phone call he could make, all kind of shit, Cashaps and everything and everyone in between his network. He wouldn't be out driving through Vegas trying to not sell gold chains. He was just like, hey, yo, cash at me real quick. I'll explain. Like, when you're making $100,000 in cash like that, to take whatever portion of a bigger number that should be to fuck around in Vegas, right? So the only kind of idiot at that age playing that fucking game, but black people and white people doing all of the Twitter DEI things, these Gen Z money makers, they don't have no sense. They have no sense of the value of it, I guess. And they haven't lived long enough to see. Maybe they haven't worked year after year filing stupid W-2 forms for not enough a year to see that 100,000 could really change things if you're projecting what you're getting paid since you were 15, right? Everybody mama didn't make them get a job at 15. I know. What else are we doing here? Going to school to get a job either way. So they said, hey, you go to school and get a job today. I was like, damn, niggas got me. I should be in the NFL. But anyway, so yeah, I could tell he didn't have those degrees. But somehow he had $100,000 fucking dollars. Moral of the fucking story, man. Whenever you see those false positives and those too good to be true moments, man, double down. Like you in fucking Vegas. Oh, we locked in. Now I get it. I didn't get that when that shit used to happen like 15 years ago. Like, yo, I wanted to manifest the Yamaha motif keyboard or something, right? And then like, it'd be so fast too. It'd be within a week or two of you thinking about some shit really specifically, and it'll just come up with like a Yamaha PS88 is offered to you by a random stranger being nice and kind, right? And like, hey, you're a producer, right? Like, yeah. Well, I got this Yamaha piano at home. I was trying to get rid of it. And your dumb ass goes, because you've been thinking about it all week, what, like a Yamaha motif or something, like the ones they use in church? Yeah. Well, matter of fact, funny story, we got this from the church and blah, 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 and Brad went back. Like, you go through the whole fucking story for a fucking Yamaha PS99 and shit. And then finally, when it's time to like actually see it for yourself, you're like, oh shit, where's the motif at? Oh, it's this right here. And it comes with the composure desk. Nigga, I'm making beats in Fruity Loops. This is the default AW tone of guitar, mallet, piano, and Rhodes, nigga. But we wasted a whole fucking hour talking about keys, concerts, tours, churches, and all kinds of cool shit. Where we get these Arco Aries strings from anyway? This boy thought, hold on now, you gotta think about the dimensions here. Maybe they didn't think about it at all. Maybe it's not that serious to them. And you know what I'm saying? Like the false positive is with the person in the middle, like, hey, thank you, gracias por pensar en mí. Thank you for even thinking about me. So, you know, you ain't got a trip, but it's trippy to be like, yo, I really thought this was gonna be the Yamaha motif, bitch. What does that mean? So you had to go through those about a dozen times before you realize there's a theme to them. So on my junior varsity, I had a dream tarot card pulling Manifestor Dreamers out there. I'm trying to tell you something. I'm trying to give you a wisdom they couldn't write in those books. Most of them niggas didn't live as long as me. Rest in peace, Noble Drew Ali. You have to master the false positives. Or should we say, instead of saying false positives, let's call it negatives to keep the language model simple. You have to learn how to master negatives like your photographer. So you can reframe the picture and snap it again. You get it next time? It's like being in a black room. I call it Mario Brothers white brick level. It's like being in the black room of this matrix, if you will. You may not see it, you may not hear it, you may not understand it yet, but you feel its presence. Whether you saw the Truman Show or the Matrix, you sense something. Bureau of Adjustment, however you want to do it, jumpers. You know that they're getting at there is a reality to this reality that's not explained or acknowledged publicly or out loudly. You kind of get a feel for it with your Knights Templar, Masons, more simple science types. You can read about it, but you won't get the language model right, because you think that these niggas was writing these books to get a good job in corporate America, and you'd be fucking retarded. So you understand, like, there's other people before this game got started that was paying attention to these variables with none of these angles. So this is where we get started. To do the same thing they did, yet again, new class of characters, in whatever fucking version of the firmware this is, right? And this version loves false positives. Whatever state we're in currently. I go really deep on Sharagoff from Oblivion. He's gonna tell you something. Same fucking story, not six. So we're in an altered dimension, right? I'm going somewhere with this, about these false positives and manifesting your dreams and shit. You gotta master it like Adobe Lightroom. I'm telling you something. No. You gotta think about how amazing you get a false positive is. You gotta think about how amazing it is that you snap the fucking picture of some kind of fucking technology and it generates a negative anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not careful, you might take this shit for granted and think you're special or something. Dare I say, God offers it to anybody who fucking's paying attention. That's where I ain't worrying about the race and genetic dimensions. I'm just talking about birthright and hereditament on my grandmas and them. That's different. Like, these motherfuckers shouldn't be telling me what to do. And then on humans, these motherfuckers shouldn't be telling me what to do. That's a separate issue. But in the other side of the game, the white brick level that's driving these things, that's how I know we're not all the same. The drivers aren't. I just saw F1 race cars. Them shits are bigger than regular cars. That shit blew my mind to see them so close. They had one on display. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I was like, my first passion as a kid was to race cars, nigga. No wonder my shit be blowing up, because God knew, I should say. I'd have been a fucking street racer for real. I absolutely love racing games as a kid. And it unlocked the memory seeing it in person. Like, because, you know, we had the toys as a kid. I had micro machine tracks. I had the little remote control shit with the wires on it. Then I had the remote control shits without the wires. Remember Mutator? The little green truck? And you hit a button and it'll flip itself and all kind of weird shit. My little stepbrother, he had the one that like crunches itself against the wall and shit. Like, I was on bikes, rollerblades, and skateboards. Nigga, I was trying to be a street racer for real. A street racer with a skateboard in his fucking trunk. That's it. Like, before Need for Speed Underground, I was Need for Speed Underground. I remember everything now. Beautiful. Y'all should check those shits out if you haven't. If you like cars. They wake up something. It's childlike. I was like, oh shit. This bitch is cool. You know how many toys and games we have with it? You know what I'm saying? You don't see it every day in real life. You're like, God damn, these bitches are cooler in person. I should buy about 10 of them. Anyway, the false positives part of the question. It's like a Guitar Hero. Now, Guitar Hero gives you every note in steps. And if you miss a step, it doesn't stop the game, but it doesn't give you that credit. But the objective is to climb as many steps as you can to start what? Recognizing the pattern, right? Yeah, that's the same way metaphysics works. For me, in 2025, being a prophet has nothing to do with like hearing, quote unquote, the voice of God and then telling people what God told me to tell them. I think that's a simple way of explaining some shit that other people cannot experience. In a language model of medieval times in Shakespeare. They made us read all that Shakespeare for a fucking reason. I get the picture. Like, those are different types of niggas. Anyway, we still got their dramas though. We ain't got none of their swords, none of their armor, none of their gold. But you know what the fuck we got? We got all of their fucking problems, bro. We got Hamlet. Look, that shit just pissed me off again. Romeo and Juliet, bro. They inundated us in that Project Gateway bullshit. AGIBGT, all that shit is just Shakespeare. What the fuck, nigga? I know the Greek alphabet. What the fuck? I didn't go to no fucking college, nigga. I wasn't joining no Greeks or fraternities. Why the fuck I know the Greek alphabet? Oh shit. White brick level don't miss. White brick level don't miss. See how I'm telling you a story that's for some real shit. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, theta, alpha, kappa, lambda, mu, nu, xi, omicron, pi, rho, sigma, tau, phi, chi, psi, omega. Like, why I need that? I'm the alpha and omega. Oh, A to Z. You're complete. You're AN. I can take that Z and flip it 90 degrees. Ain't that what Japan did? Angels read backwards. Vertical and backwards. Can you fucking imagine it? Like I'm doing a dot matrix in C++ and Pascal. But I ain't gonna meet Bill Gates yet. Alright, but I know the Greek alphabet. Oh, shit. On Hebrew, on Paleo Hebrew I do. On Afro-Asiatics one day. What did he say his name was Anu? A-N-U? I know you ain't say that because the A is an IV lowercase and N is IV uppercase. Like father, like son of the 4th degree. I seen it in his name. See, nah, this matrix ain't schizophrenic enough for me. You saw what I just did? Write it backwards, Vivi, the black mage. I know that's right. I know that book was written by magicians. Because even the goddamn letters is magic, nigga. Come on, they ain't ordinary people trying to communicate transactions. That shit is geo-locked to math itself. Hell no. So my goofy ass little assignment down here, I had to learn a bunch of different languages for the sake of understanding math. Not to get some bad bitches on my passport, apparently. I'm getting old. It's never too late, but I'm just saying, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I learned all those languages just to understand how numbers unfold. And Hebrew is Greek. So they didn't teach me no fucking Greek, Shakespeare, Romance era, Moorish. Should have been Moorish, by the way. They should have just called it Moorish Recovery of Aristotle. But they try to white people that shit. Instead, they should just tell me, yo, I want to teach you about your ancestors in this Hebrew script. You know, all those fucking magicians. The whole damn book, God is smacking their goofy ass because of their sorcery. Not because they're sorcerers. Oh my God. The Bible says don't do witchcraft. Well, how you turn a snake into a staff, bitch? You still scamming shit. That's more witchcraft than that is. White brickloader. Metaphysics. Ain't nothing about using your goddamn mind to its fullest potential is in a fucking category of a devil anyway. It's too hard to master it for it to be a devil quest. The devil likes to record ugly, crazy, and lazy. Not some shit you gotta do for your whole fucking life. I should know as a musician. You doing that shit for the rest of your life. Ain't no fucking end goal. It's the whole fucking reason you're here. To master frequencies. Every dimension is a different language. So we are in a multi-dimensional reality. Because one picture, one symbol is worth what? 1,000 words. So every image has at least 1,000 different descriptions. We seen this in AI and geoscripting. Shit, I got signed on them Atlas, Exo drums, they telling you the same thing. Oh shit, I wouldn't even put these same kicks in the same kit, but here they is. Oh, this shit helped me understand my sounds in a different language. It's higher dimensional, it's more details, it's more data. You need more RAM to run it. You need a faster supercomputer to run it efficiently. Now you're making music differently. It's like your production went up another level. I know that's right. I know that's right. I know that's right. That's why you invest in yourself. You invest in the energy you're gonna need to upgrade your dimension. The whole thing, including the people, it seems. You'll find out certain people cannot afford energetically to be a part of the picture. That ain't personal. The drama is, that's Shakespearean. But no. Let's go to Hyperion real quick and go back to math and science. No. They can't afford this frequency to be fucking around me. I'm gonna be talking about shit way above the kitchen counter. They gonna have to move upstairs to understand what the fuck I'm talking about. That ain't on them, that's on me. That's what makes you crazy. That you don't give a fuck. Or that you're not Shakespearean about it because you understand something beyond it. A lot of people can't get beyond their surface level program. But they talk about metaphysics. They're arguing about the Bible, metaphysics. Like, you don't know what metaphysics is. You don't need to talk about religion, God, or the Bible then. You don't understand who wrote these things. Matter of fact, you don't even fucking understand English. On King James, you don't. Because sworn he was a magician. That's what a royal high priest is. Every royal court has a magician. King Arthur had Merlin. On King John, that's his. Merlin the Moor. Do the science. You can Google it these days. They be like, Merlin the Moor. But now he looks like Gandalf, a white guy. What's fucking going on with these niggas? Merlin the Grey Moor. When Queen Elizabeth died, wasn't there a gray druid walk behind her double doors with the staff? On Aaron, he did. I saw that video. It's on the internet. They ain't hiding it. Her royal court had a druid. And they caught him on video walking through the hallway. I'm telling you something. I'm trying to tell you something. But on Hebrews and Jews, it's not quite the same with us. Everybody like that. Why you think we're building universities? Why you think we talking about alchemy, chemistry? That's us, nigga. First of all, did the Moors build the universities or not, Bruce? Are those Moorish domes, Mohammedans, big old titties on top of buildings or Roman Colosseums, nigga? Well, that dome part is Moorish, I know that. Oh, yeah, and everything else is Mayan arches, bitch. On Mama Inga it is. It was built by giants to begin with. Who the fuck are you niggas? Then they say you sound crazy. They were like, bitch, but you believed in a tooth fairy. And we got a kingdom of Fae here. Wake your goofy ass up. Frequency, dimensions. You can't even see it. And if you can't see it, they can't believe it. Good fucking story. That's how you know they don't know metaphysics. Because metaphysics says you'll see what you believe, not believe to what you see. You can't believe what you see. Because you know you can change what you see by what you believe. Cut it out. Bad math. You see what I'm understanding? So we're using language, but we're abusing the laws, which are mathematical. One more time. Manipulators, they tweak language. It sounds good. It's a good vibe, but it leads to danger, right? The guy with the gold chains and shit, like, he in a dangerous situation right now. I ain't playing with this nigga. But you change those variables, it'd have been a cooler sentence. Like, hey man, I appreciate you, black man. I'm visiting your country, making thousands of dollars. Here's a gold chain with your broke ass. Have a great day. That would have been perfect. But then you still got to realize, is that a false positive or is this negative? So you take your negative to the dark room so you can develop it. Calculate the cost, the Bible calls it. Add up the cost. You plant a mustard seed of faith. Yeah, but you're not planting anything. Where's faith at? In your head. How do you plant different yields of faith in your mind? Easy money. How does a seed grow into a star? Light, energy. So what it really saying is, if you're dealing with faith, meaning something that's not yet tangible, then you're pouring energy into the idea that it is. But when you pray as if you have received it. This is New Testament magic. Jesus, Genghis. Old Testament, they had a priesthood. Leviticus, Deuteronomy, you should read it. Those are for priests. Guys. On Israel, nigga. Not Christianity in America. On Israel, priests did all the rituals that you would call witchcraft. Priests did all the sacrifices to God. Lighted the incense, the frankincense and myrrh, the same shit you see the crystal chick do. Her goofy Israelite descended ass. These goofy ass witches, Israelite descended head asses, doing everything you see in fucking Leviticus. Cut it out. Cut it the fuck out. What the fuck's a witch to my grandmother, nigga? Get your ass bewitched fucking around with Israel, nigga. What the fuck y'all talking about? Like, they scared of witches and witchcraft and druidic people. I'm Davidic, nigga. Like, the fuck y'all talking about? We the ones, our magic we got from giants. You got your language from us. Your magic ain't even trying. Cut it out. But see what I'm saying? You gotta restack. You gotta retwist. You gotta unmanipulate the narrative and go, this shit light. These niggas goofy. They very Shakespearean. Very CIA, very Othello-ing, very Jewish. No wonder why their whole shit is ruined. Bad math. Like I said, fuck seeing something and believing it. I know the thing that I'm seeing will change based on my belief system. Right? Dogmas and doctrines. Reading the same book allegedly in the same design churches and the same type of people. But they all go about this shit very differently. I thought you were following 10 commandments and one more. Love thy neighbors or somebody. How come y'all haven't worked on that yet? But they built a whole nother staircase or pyramids to do all this other shit and humanity? Cut it the fuck out. That's witchcraft. That's a cult. That is a cult. Fuck the occult. Nigga, y'all are in a cult. I could tell a tree by the fruit that it bears. But yeah, I'm crazy. I understand them better than they do. because I understand metaphysics. I don't have to understand all the variables. I just got to understand the categories of variables and restack them. Yeah, you can tell me if it's pink or gray tomorrow, but I know it's not fucking blue. Cut it out. Pink and gray is polarity, though. Squad. Every color has two. You got two eyes for a reason. Anyway, your eyes aren't even the same. Your ears are not even the same. These niggas live in the wrong dimension, I tell you. That's why metaphysics will detach you from everything. But these false positives are there for you to learn something. You're very close to understanding how to get what you actually want. If anything, it's a don't give up. These guys are really animated. I was about to show you. As soon as I'm about to show you these motherfuckers acting up in their car, they drop off. Oh shit, we got 28. How the fuck we get 28 people? I was just talking to Harut and big homie, Composure Son. Oh shit, and I gotta walk back real quick. Peace to the notification gang. TBFB13's in the building. Harut, same kit, still good. Babalu Baba, what's good, man? Javon, hi. Missing out from Italy's in the building. Harut said peace to him. Composure Slim said it's the UAD-X format that you're seeking. I don't know if they made all the plugins native yet. Facts, they all got the NPC. Love from Austria, shout out to Burn. Shout out to Sir Roman, what state you in? I'm in the desert, the only one there is. PT Cruising, yo! Terran Art, I see you. Kid Ocean, what's up? Shura Golu, I see you. Hadn't thought to wear any of mine. Shit fly though, squad. Got a lot of bots, it seems. Healing with Mama Loves. Shout out to you. Yes, this is the real talk. How you doing? Shogun L, Terran Art. Crazy Toad, I do, buddy. Composer Slim, I don't think I could love that frequency. That shit sounds painful. I'll lose 20, be ready to go. I'm telling you, man. They get to that level by keeping it flowing with the gambles. That casino magic works for you if you keep pouring into it, because that energy knows it will all even out again to its pockets. If you pocket that first 1,000, you stop the equation from being even on both sides, and the game stops there. Ah, it's a spirit then. TBFB3, you could just send me the link, type of equipment. True negative. That 100 degrees versus that EA angle shape, yep. Jonathan L, peace is in the building, everybody here. I like F1 the most because it's so fast. Shout out to First Need for Speed PC game, 33333. Shogun L's in the building, what? 1,000. Oh, my chat was not updating, peace to everyone coming through. Mr. Now Part 2, 34 and 26 likes. Actually, we got 8 people got fucking mRNA and the mitochondria in their thumbs. Can't like the video, but they look at niggas. Minding niggas' businesses. We got 8 people minding niggas' businesses. Oh, shit, we down to... It's actually, yeah, it's 8. 26, 34. 4 of them left, caught out the bots. The CIA left, or the Mossad, somebody's house is left. You got 4 more people just lingering in the background. They got the cracked iPad screen. They got their kids throwing cucumbers on the floor. Something's going on. They can't get to the video just yet. They're like, thanks to everybody who subscribed. We're after 1,000 subscribers again. Should be at like 500,000 by now. 10 years. Jesus Christ. What a time to be alive. I learned a lot. Learned a lot these past couple of days, weeks, months, year. And the whole time it was metaphysics. Whatever the it is, whether that's God directly or some middle management for humans, whatever that is. Like I said, they talking about magic and witchcraft, but these motherfuckers think they can pray to a god. I don't understand anything about this life. You could talk to God, but it's crazy that motherfucker could make a card disappear. Alright. You could talk to God, but a motherfucker talking to a spirit is weird. I don't know anymore, guys. I don't know. It's bad because they're talking to spirits, but it's good because you're talking to a spirit. my spirit created all spirits. Well, if all spirits are created by the same spirit, then there's one spirit. So how do you worship anything else but God if it's all God? See what I'm saying? The gymnastics of mathematics. Aristotle was a mathematician. Da Vinci was a mathematician. Most of the Moors in history are. They went to universities. Those are prerequisites. It's like getting a PhD in every subject. That's how we did it. We wasn't breadcrumbing our damn family. We wasn't trying to create slaves so we can be fat-necked bastards looking like pit bull monopoly men riding on trains. Motherfuckers are trying to figure some shit out. We were trying to figure some shit out. We try to put as many people onto the fucking the quest as possible. We were just trying to figure some shit out. Then the Vatican started hating. We're stealing the attention from a man being an authority if the Jews of Europe is teaching everyone divinity. Remember, at that time, the Pope declared himself God in a human body. It had nothing to do with Jesus. That is the decree of the Papal Bulls, Una Sanctum. This is why you have the United States, by the way. Read it for yourself, dumb diverses. Remember, that document's older than the United States. So nothing after the United States is going to teach you what the fuck I'm talking about. They really say you gotta be a researcher. I thought that's just like saying, nigga, you just had to go to college. Who go to college, they ain't a researcher. That's a weird fucking degree to have. Oh shit, you learn some stuff you learn some things on your own. And you turned in papers. Did you become a researcher? So how the fuck you write this paper if you don't know how to research, bitch? Oh, so we just giving out degrees. Exactly. They were mad at us because we weren't. They were trying to count the feathers in our headdress and the fucking coins in our wallet instead of realizing what was inside of us. An unquenchable thirst or desire for knowledge. We're Solomon's kids. Wisdom. We get it naturally. He said he did everything he could do. Now he could chill and be easy. Eat, drink, and be merry. He wasn't in this timeline. So he ain't do none of this shit yet. He wasn't telling me what to do. He was telling them, if you ask me today, cool. I did everything to see and do. Eat, drink, and be merry. All right, well, he wasn't in the AI, or maybe, but you know what I'm saying? He wasn't in this version of it. We gotta do that same shit all over again. Then you can eat, drink, and be merry. What he's saying is, the quest doesn't stop until you're finished. I got you. Solomon the Christ, a metaphysician, third eye open. Don't miss it. This is what Aladdin's about, genie, in a copper bronze flask. Old wine in a new wineskin, buddy. Brown. They even refer to their bodies as wineskins. So what's a wineskin? Wineskin is brown, copper. So who are the people of this Bible? Who grew wine, nigga? Who turned all that olives into some olive juice, nigga? Who's Popeye in this story, nigga? It had to be the Jews. From upstate New York to California, too. Vineyards everywhere before anyone else got here. That's us. Northern Israel. I'm pretty sure it is. Copper colored. Wine flasks. Us. Wineskins. Us. Why would a white person refer to their flesh as a brown wineskin? What the fuck we talking about? Mandela effect. Now it says glass bottles. They had glass 2,000 years ago? They had wine in glass bottles during Jesus? The Old Testament? Intonating that they're clear. Anyway, wineskins are brown, part 2. So are the Hebrews. So of course it would be. So you're gonna learn that it will initiate you. Life initiates the adepts. You can't go to school for that. You can. You'll learn about it. You're gonna learn around it. But you're not gonna get it until it picks you. They have to unveil you. In this society, I have noticed, because of the Inquisition, you should look into it, that they don't want you pursuing those pathways to that awakening anyway. Same time, they monetize it and use it against you. Very fucking inconsistent people. Which is why they're losing everything. The math broke. The calculator broke. And they would have got away with it if they actually went to fucking universities and became researchers before they started playing with it. So anyway, everything has a cost. Even for the bad guys. You had to be initiated to be a good bad guy. To be a weapon of chaos like that, they initiate them too. You got a lot of pretenders who think they're bad guys. Same thing with the good. Some people think they're good guys. So temptation to do the wrong thing outweighs being a good guy. Either way, you're going to be initiated. So I tell her, man, I'm mind my own business. Metaphysics is a way of life. It's the way you see it. Lightroom shit. Turn negatives into positives. PMA. Success to a positive mental attitude. Yep. Your mental attitude is your physical reality, by the way. Your reality reflects your attitude. So you have to change your attitude if you want to change your surroundings. Or you have to change your attitude about it. You learn that. I've had a person tell me, I noticed that they were correcting my language. Polarity-wise. Like I would say something. They're like, why you say it like that? I need more examples for myself. And I just noticed the pattern. I noticed the pattern. I noticed I had a pattern because I noticed their pattern of noticing it. So through someone else noticing a pattern, I noticed their pattern of noticing my pattern, and that's how I noticed my pattern. Triangulation, same story. And I was like, oh, how do you change that? What am I saying that I'm spinning negative so easily? In what context do I choose to spin a variable like that? What is that about? Where does that come from? Do I need a past life regression? No, nigga. I just need a change in attitude about that category or that subject. On some synonym shit, I need to sort it in one column and click those 10 boxes and go, all right, so when it comes to this shit, law of, not even the law of reversing it. I can just switch its energy over and go, I don't give a fuck, or it's not that serious, to spin it. I don't have to make it positive. I can just choose a different language model altogether. I can change my attitude about that subject. AKA not give a fuck about the subject. So when it comes up, it doesn't trigger like some type of canned response that's going to spin the variable negatively or passive aggressive, really. Or you could tell kind of sarcastic or ironic, like in those categories where there's some spin behind why you say what you say in those responses. It's the biggest clue for me too, which is awesome when people notice it when I do it, so I know what I do it with. But that's how I notice when people frequency shift, especially women. But yeah, so if you change the attitude of that, and if you're paying attention to your reality, like when people say things to you and it's repetitive, and I'm not talking about like correction, just like you'll just notice, like, you know how it is. You'll hear someone say something, you be like, such and such just said that shit to me. Well, I've heard this before, not a long time ago, like recently. And like, that's what I'm saying, that's it. That's the it. That's not them. That's not you. Or it is. It's happening to you. I'm just hoping I can tell you these stories so you'll notice it when it starts happening to you. They don't teach you these patterns in those books. They died a long time ago. They didn't have this much radiation and Wi-Fi, I guess. But it's the it doing that. Just like how you have synchronicities and angel numbers, hearing the same thing or idea is in those same type of orders, even if they're false positives. You need to categorize that, like, what is that saying at least? You got to calculate it at least. And you're like, damn, maybe I do need to spend more time, and not even reaction to the conversation, but like more time figuring out where that comes from. And I'm like, oh, that's it. It, what are you trying to tell me? This is God. This is a God thing. This is up here. This is character building. That's how God builds character, bro. I know. They could have just told us this in church. But it would require for so many people to actually be serious. Anyway, so I put it in the God box because the actors involved don't know that they're part of your initiation or demonstration to change something. They don't know. They're just saying they're responding, right? To energy. The words, the vibe, energy. They're in energy. God is energy. So it's like, oh, God wants me to notice this. Why now? Why not at 12? Why not at 22? Why not at 32? Why now? And then you start doing the math again. And that's why this is so important to calculate this shit in your own way. I'm just giving you all the steps. Like, it's multiple steps. It's not just, oh, I noticed the number. Yeah. Next. Then this happened. Next. And then there was these colors. All right, we got 3 variables. When's the last time that showed up and what did it mean for you? You didn't document it, did you? Start over again. Because if you're looking up the symbols that are familiar, that have looped, and you don't know what they mean, and they're happening again, that means maybe you should fucking document what's happening to you this time. It's initiating you. You didn't know what it meant last time, and it's happening again. Well, you need to actually tune in more when you got the syncs to go, hey, this reminds me of that one time before in 2004. Like, these variables are very persistent with time. What does this mean? Last time, yeah, you didn't know you were supposed to look for a meaning last time. Last time you were just trying to get to the other side. Yeah. So the first time ain't enough times to understand what I'm saying. A lot of people haven't been through enough to even begin to read that book correctly. Some shit you won't understand until you go through it yourself. They can't teach that in university. It'll initiate you though. So what I take it as is like, oh, spiritually, I'm trying to achieve something spiritually, and now it's revealing to me where my limits are. AKA, take the wisdom. Oh shit, if the universe and the people in my life are reflecting to me something, that means if I can approach this and solve this, I can get to the other side of it. AKA, it's actually helping me. It's flashing the light. Like, hey, you got a train on its way to take you to a new dimension. You may want to pay attention. Do the work or go to detention. Either way, it's up to you. They be acting like God give people choices. Anyway, so as you get older, if they allow you to get older, these people down here, right? If they allow us to get older and wiser, you loop through this tub a few times, and you go, oh, it ain't about what you went through. It's about what you learned. Yeah, because you're not getting nowhere, right? It's unlike a linear or a side scroller. Life is not a side scroller. That's what be fucked up about it. We learn pattern recognitions from side scrollers and 2D people with paper and words. All the magic was in your subconscious. They ain't even come up with that language model. So you have to go through it for yourself. You understand, son? AI gonna teach you. Because now you gotta learn how to speak AI for no damn reason. They already got people who are mastering prompting. You know what a prompt is? What's the difference between prompting to the AI monster than journaling, vision boarding, and setting intentions and affirmations about an outcome that you don't know the answer to yet? What I'm saying is, what is the difference hypothetically, because it ain't there yet, going with the genie of AI to manifest the image, a work through, an idea, a plan, an answer to something you don't know before you prompt it, versus prayer? You wonder if these motherfuckers in the occult. I'm wondering why they all white and gay. But occult is apparently they get something. Minimum requirements to be a 3rd degree? I don't know. Anyway, that's just masonry. We're way beyond that. That's for elementary kids. If you live in a pyramid city. Hey. People are so fucking unserious about how deep the rabbit hole goes with yourself. You can alter your states of awareness yourself. It just takes a lot of fucking practice. Because our society doesn't even let you do backflips. You gotta be very extra regular zombie-like in this bitch. But your brain, yourself, you can change so much shit. And the moment you do, boy, there is no turning around. There is nothing or no one else for it. You don't realize it's you. Then you gotta ask, what's helping you? Because remember, you gotta make the model. You gotta choose. You gotta accept the quest and put your heart into it to actually achieve the results of it. But what guided you there? If it was yourself the whole time, why would yourself need to go through the things for you to become yourself if yourself is guiding you? They got the age of the body and life confused. Still not the same thing. It's a third party. Call it spirit. Call it the Great Spirit. Hi, Indians. Some call it God or gods or a God or someone's God. Somebody. Magog and Gagog. You know what they're saying though? It's everything but you. I think that's important to note. No matter what culture or what version of Jew they were, if they're invoking God, El, Lord, Angel, they're talking about something else that ain't you. That's important to get out the way. And then we can start stacking on who's right or wrong. Just know that whatever they're talking about ain't you. So who fucking asked you? Gotta go back to minding our business on that shit. So I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. No, you're not. Stop saying you're spiritual too. Cut it out. You're not religious or spiritual. You're intellectually lazy. And you're not trying to change your life. You're trying to change your life, it'll change. Just by trying to change your life, it changes your life. Getting to the point where you say, I need to make a change in my life, changes your life. You know, this is like step by step. Like you don't notice this shit, and then you hit the wall or you start to slow down, and then you start wondering about shit. And then the environment and the people in the environment start to inform to you that shit ain't the same. And then you go, I think I need a change. No, you don't. You don't think that. It's obvious you need a change. So why would you think something like that? What do you mean you think you need a change? You're changing. You deciding to accept the quest of changes isn't you actually changing it. What did that? You weren't paying attention to that. You're not accountable for those people and their reactions, or that job, or that random incident or accident. What changed? You? People always want to change when shit falls through. Question: what made it fall through? Them, you, or a third party? It seems to have only affected you and not the third parties. So who did that? Back in the day, we would say that's a spirit. So if a spirit is meddling in your affairs on any dimension down here, what does that mean? We can triangulate. What did the ancestors suggest? What did all the pagans suggest? What about niggas older than both of those words? You know, we can always do that, right? So, like, what did the older humans think? The ones closer to God. Like, what the fuck? Spirit. That hasn't changed in thousands of years. They've always acknowledged a third party. People think religion is like how you dress up and behave. Why they don't talk about the magic, the spirits, the transformations, the resurrections? Well, Jesus died. Nigga, you know how many people died and came back to life in that book? You know how many people didn't die in that book? You want to think about something fucking remarkable on Enosh, on Elisha, like the fuck going on? You know how many people on Lazarus? He was dead for 4 days. Since people love linearity, bringing a man back to been dead for 4 days is a little bit more impressive than a man only dead for 3, right? That's how we do Guinness, right? Lazarus got the race from the dead world record, nigga. No one talk about Lazarus like that. So some freaks in Santeria got it fucked up, but you know what I'm saying? Lazarus, they be sleep on him unless you're Catholic. Lazarus will sleep on himself for 4 days. Rose from the dead. What raised Jesus from the dead in 3 days? They said he rose from the dead. They didn't tell you what rose him from the dead, though. Who resurrected him if he had to resurrect Lazarus? Please don't tell me God. Don't tell me God resurrected God. I'm going to smack the shell of somebody. See how those words and those language boxes break? God couldn't have been saving himself. Thus, how could God save himself if he's God? If God died and God killed himself because everything's God and God is dead. Like, you see how they do that? That's math. That's bad computer code. It's a repeat until. Most people argue in that box and try to put walls up to make it make sense. It's because it doesn't make sense. Elah, Elah. They still think there's one God. For I'm a jealous God. That idea is plurality. For the Elohim created man in their image. That's plurality. So which God are we talking about? Which one's the jealous one? That sounds like a female trait. Law of gender. Shouldn't there be a boy and a girl God at least? If they're having kids before the man became a beast? If the men come down from heaven and they're freaks, and I seen girls in them UFOs. So do the science. You can't. Because you have no idea what the fuck any of that means until you've been initiated. Hence. Those words are worth 1,000 different pictures. And they stole that from people. Fucking idiots. So now we got to rebuild it all over again. Tower of Babel moment. What's causing us to do that? In a world where no one gives a fuck or even knows what I'm talking about. What's going on in the dance room? What's the point of honoring some shit you can never see? We crazy, that's all. Crazy enough to believe in God. Can you fucking imagine? That's a hard sell down there. To find someone that's actually serious about it. You can explain everything with just that. Well, if you believe in God, I mean, shit, anything's possible. But AI is impressive. God is weird, but AI is impressive. Like the fuck. People who want to be God.